International Media TV. Television that listens to you.
Hi, I'm Johnnie Burrell. Welcome to the program.
Hi, I'm Zina Hall, and I'm here today with Johnetta Boone, costume designer international, here at Macy's Black History Celebration. Welcome so much. Thank you for being here today.
Yes, thank you so much, Zina.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a costume designer for motion pictures, television, and commercials, advertising. And I have been traveling actually from state to state, city to city, here doing the Soul Era panel discussions for Macy's.
Yes.
And in between, actually, a project that I've just inherited that I'll be going back to Atlanta to finish once I leave here.
Okay, and are you privy to say what that?
I am privy to say it's Tyler Perry's Have and Have Nots, and
one of my favorites,
for better or worse.
Absolutely one of my favorites. Absolutely.
Great,
I can record them constantly.
Oh my gosh.
Can you name a few of your other projects?
Yes, I did design Cadillac Records.
Yes.
I also designed Tyler Perry's Temptation. I've done 7 movies with him so far. And then I designed The Notebook as well.
Okay.
And the Jane Austen Book Club, and The Great Buck Howard, and countless others.
So what, from the 60s and 70s, what most inspired you?
Yes. From the 60s and 70s, I would say film-wise, what most inspired me was, of course, the silhouette of men's suits, which was very elegant and sleek.
Yes.
And then for women, I love the fabrications and the prints and just the fun, and then also the silhouettes for them as well.
Oh, wow, I love it. And you also have a line of clothing?
I do. I also have a line of clothing that I designed. It's not my line, but it's called Z2Wear.
Okay.
And I designed that line of clothing as well, and it will be online shortly.
Online?
Yes.
Okay. So what would you say in terms of that clothing line is its signature?
It is signature. What happened is we noticed that there was a bit of a void when it comes to the appropriate clothing for younger women.
Oh, okay.
Teens, going into womanhood, and just some things that are a little bit inappropriate. So the owner asked me to design a collection that would be suitable for her granddaughters. And I said absolutely, and took that on, and we're pretty happy with things.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So what would you say was your greatest challenge, but when you overcame that challenge, it actually pivoted you or hurled you into your greatest accomplishment?
I would say probably the biggest challenge is when I'm working on films with actors that haven't quite consumed the thought or the idea of their characters.
Yes.
And so my job is to also give them a little bit of assistance with regards to their character development, and that comes through their costumes.
Yes.
And then, of course, on the other end, the finale is great once they've sort of inherited the persona of the person that they're portraying,
Yes.
and then it translates on film and is recognized.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So while you're here in San Francisco, what would you say, since Macy's has done this Black History Celebration, what would you say is the most appealing thing in terms of fashion or the city, whatever it may be, inspiration?
I actually love the most appealing thing that's happening right now in fashion is that there is a bit of a throwback to the culture.
Okay.
So it complements the fact that it's Black History Month and that Macy's has taken on this wonderful task of celebrating Black History Month with us as a culture.
Yes.
There are designers, BCBG and other designers that are actually doing those fabrications as well that are sold in Macy's. So the customer is able to come here and find things that, and it doesn't matter what culture you're from, because BCBG, of course, isn't an African American line,
Right.
but the look has been translated, it's been updated, and it absolutely looks fabulous on any woman of any size and any age. So it's quite phenomenal.
Wonderful.
It's perfect timing.
Wonderful. And what do you see is on the horizon in terms of fashion and the industry?
I would say more of that multicultural going across the platform.
Okay.
It's crossing the train tracks a little bit. People are taking a little more risk in terms of fabrication and also in terms of shape and silhouette. I love the fact that, look, I've got, these are gauchos that I'm wearing.
I love it.
From the 70s.
The entire ensemble. I love it.
Oh, thank you very much. This is a tunic, which is actually sold here at Macy's.
Yes.
So I absolutely love tunic dressing.
Okay.
So those are the things that I'm happy to see that are back on the fashion forefront. Gone are the days of wearing mile high stilettos.
I absolutely love it. And when you even say that the inspiration of the 60s and 70s is even still in
Yes.
your attire today.
Yes, it is.
Because it was very laid back, very confident.
Yes.
And we were, at that time, it was more so the black power. And
Yes.
we were coming into ourselves.
Yes, we were.
So we took that and we ran with it, and now you can see it's displaying in all of our fashion and design.
Yes, and actually designers keep going back to the 60s and the 70s because it was such a powerful time, and also people had fun. There was the explosion of color because in the 40s and the 50s, color really wasn't allowed. We had the Depression, and people were saddened. So once color came about, people went hog wild. We've got Paisleys, which came out. We've got the flower power, from Haight-Ashbury.
Yeah.
So we've got all these explosions of happiness taking place, and designers and people want to go back to that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that Macy's actually gave us the opportunity to share Black History Month. How do you actually cover curvy women like me?
With tunics, I'm a very curvy woman myself as well. But yes.
Oh, she's so model style.
But I also like, when it's appropriate to show curve, then you show curve, and then sometimes you want to mask your curve so it doesn't draw quite as much attention.
Yes.
But curve is in.
Okay, curve is in.
All right.
All righty.
Well, thank you again for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And when
It's
will
a
you be
pleasure
back?
meeting
Are you going to come back to San Francisco?
I absolutely will come back.
Sooner rather than later.
Sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Indeed.
Otherwise, we can look for you on the have and the have-nots.
Yes.
And what's the other one?
Well, the Macy's tour in Los Angeles.
No, the new line.
Oh, Z2 Wear.
Not Z2 Wear. The costume
for better
that
or
you're
worse.
designing.
Yes.
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 Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Macy's,
you.
for having us.